And I'll be honest with you, sometimes this is like a 50-50 shot for me. Like sometimes I ride it and I get it the first time and it's great. Sometimes it is a struggle.
Hey everyone, Phil here in beautiful Sedona, Arizona. Welcome to another episode of Sedona Sessions, where we break down one feature at a time and give you tips on how to ride these features. Let's take a look at this first feature. So if you've ever ridden TeaCup west to east, you know about this switchback right here, right? It sucks. It's super hard. It's always changing a little bit, but generally it's a very rocky, very steep switchback. So in some of these videos, we give you some tips on technique to overcome a feature. Sometimes it's just line choice and maybe some mental prep. For this particular feature, it really comes down to line choice. And there's definitely more than one way to skin a cat here, but we're gonna show you the ways that we have figured out how to ride this thing. And trust me, it's not an every time thing. Even expert riders will struggle with this particular feature sometimes. All right, so you made it this far, and there's a pretty obvious rock ramp here to start on, and I think that's great. You know, make your way up this rock ramp. For me, this is kind of like a first to second gear move. You know, if you're a little bit more on the, I like a faster cadence, maybe that first gear, which is really, I think, a smart move. Second gear, if you want to try to use momentum to your advantage and get up this thing, but first or second gear, right? So we come up this rock ramp, and here's where my two line choices differ. The first one that I'm gonna take still stays a little bit wide, but I actually try to ramp my front tire up a little bit to the inside. And the reason that I do this is I often find myself way out here on the outside, and it's good. It's actually easier way to get up until you get here. And then you have to make this 90-degree turn at the very top of this, and that can be very difficult. It's not impossible, and sometimes that's the way I do it. But if you can start that turn a little bit early, especially if you have some momentum, come up on the inside a bit more and get that turn out of the way to the inside. Now, that's enough talk. Let's see if we can actually do it.
All right, Phil, yeah, let's ride it.
All right, coming into this feature, I'm in second gear. I got my seat post down, right up the rock ramp. Woo, rough one. This time I'm gonna come real wide. Boom, there it is. Okay, that's hard. It's not easy. So I did both lines here, and here's my thoughts. Now that I've ridden them, the inside one was definitely harder, right? I felt like I had to do more lifts, more weighting and unweighting. Sure, it was an inside line. Maybe it got me up there a bit quicker, but it really wasn't worth the energy exertion. Now, if you noticed, when I took that outside line, I came up the rock ramp here, and then I actually veered way over to the right. Pretty sure I got my front tires on this and this. Use that as a key indicator when you're trying this feature. That line was money. Come all the way out wide on this edge. Now, disclaimer, there's a little bit of a fall here. So be confident, right? Have that momentum and know that you got this. Stay wide, right up. It made the turn easier at the end. It was pretty good.
And I'll be honest with you, sometimes this is like a 50-50 shot for me. Like sometimes I ride it and I get it the first time and it's great. Sometimes it is a struggle bus. So we're gonna give it a try today. I'm feeling strong, so let's do it. I took the outside line, although I did start to lose some momentum right here when my front wheel hit that little part of the rock. So we're gonna try it again.
Joanna, take two. All right, I'm gonna review the footage, see where your line is, but I'm just saying, take it all the way to the edge.
Okay.
The rock ramp.
Yes.
Success.
That time felt way smoother, way better. But something like you said, getting my front tire way wide.
Way wide. Right.
And then coming around. And honestly, that was helping me get here. And then I could see my line looking ahead and continue out. So, out of breath, but we got it.
Okay, looking at this feature one more time from the bottom, coming up, and I think Joanna and I both agree, this line, it starts to peel off right here, you see? So you can kind of get off of this main rock ramp, and then just kind of start peeling off over this way onto these larger boulders that are kind of right on the edge. But man, does it make a big difference in being able to make that turn and riding this successfully.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Sedona Sessions. Make sure that you like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram so that you see more content just like this. We will see you next time.